Hello and welcome back to D20 Stories channel, where today it's actually quite early for me to be starting writing and be sitting outside, but it is 8:10 in the morning right now, and it's only like 65 degrees out, and I'm actually wearing a sweater, which is crazy because it's going to be like 85 later, but I wanted to take this opportunity to write outside while I can. My hair's not working with me. To write outside while I can because I've been wanting to sit outside for so long, and I just haven't been able to because I haven't been waking up and getting started with my day early enough to be able to sit out here before, like 10 o'clock or noon, where it gets really hot outside and really humid. So I wanted to sit out here and do that. I'm sure you guys can hear all the birds right now, and it's just so beautiful. But today, while I'm out here, and probably while I'm inside a little bit, I want to do the D20 writing dungeon crawl to help me get some more words written, because I've been feeling really burnt out on writing, and I kind of want to just get myself back into it, and I think it'll help me with, I stay home a lot more now, and on the weekends I spend most of the weekend alone for most of the day, so I want to find something to do in that time. And I love writing with a passion, obviously, because that's what this channel's about, but I just haven't been feeling like it lately, so I want to get back into it. So I made this little chart here, or I guess it just, yeah, kind of. So the D20 writing dungeon crawl 1 through 20 here, and then every 100, yeah, I think it's going to be every 100 words. Every 100 words, I'm going to roll this D20, and the goal is to get a number the same or higher than the number on the list. So 1, obviously I'm always going to do that one first, but when we get into the higher numbers, it's going to get really hard, because there's less of a chance of getting those numbers, or a number, that number, or higher, until we get down to 20, which is going to be really hard, because you have a 1 in 20 chance. So you have like a, what is that, a 5% chance? Yeah, it's a 5% chance to get it. And then the project I'm working on, I think I'm going to put down Project Void for just a little bit, maybe just today, something like that. But I want to work on, let me get this pencil back out of the way. I want to work on Project Red right now, because I have not touched this in, oh god, months now, probably. My dabble only tells me a month's view, and there's no words there. In the little graph, there's no words. So I want to work on this. I was in the middle of a section I had already written before, so I'm going to finish that, and then see where this novel takes me, I guess. And then after every 100 words, like I said, I'm going to be rolling this die to get a number higher or the same number as whatever level I'm on. Yeah, that's the plan for today, and then honestly we'll just see how long this takes, because I don't know. I might do something else today, I don't know. It depends on how long this takes. So I'm going to get started, and we will catch up after I've written the first 500 words. Oh, that would be a really long challenge if you did it every 500 words. That would be so long. Anyways, every 100 words. I'll be back at 100 words. Alright, so those first 100 words actually came really fast for me. I don't know. I'm just writing what's on the thing here. I'm just writing what's in here right now and kind of changing it up a little bit, because I always edit as I go when I'm writing from something I've already written. Let me move this out of the way. I don't like that being over there. So those 100 words came to me like really fast, and I got an 8 on the D20, so I'm gonna write one. Oops. I'm gonna write 1 here, because it only took me 1 to get to 1. Put this over here. I mean, so far, having a good time. I put on some lo-fi music to listen to while I'm writing, because I feel like some of these words are going to take me longer to get to, so I'm going to write another 100 words, and we'll see how I feel after that, because, so far, I mean, I'm enjoying it, but I've only written 100 words, so we'll see, I guess. I will see you guys in another 100 words. Alright, second 100 words down, and I got a 4 on that one. So we're going to put a 1, or one little tally for getting to 2. The interesting thing about doing this in 100 word increments is the first 2 times so far, I've stopped in the middle of a sentence. But I think that kind of lends itself to helping me, when I go into the next 100 words, because I already have half of a sentence written. I could just write the other half and then, be working on new ideas or something. And the other thing is, getting back into this story, it kind of reminds me why I love it so much after being away from it for so long. I'm just so happy to be working on this story again, even if it's only for today or just for a little bit, or something like that. I am very excited to get into this story, and I think I want to write down as many of the sections that are in this big notebook here that I have, and then I might go back and work on a few sections that there's been a decent amount added from when I did like a whole re-outline of this story and made a very detailed, like, this is what's happening when outline. But for now I want to keep working on this section, see how many words that gets me, and then see what the next section is, because I don't know what some of these sections are anymore. So I will see you guys in another 100 words. So I feel like the problem with me rolling such high numbers right now, I got a 16 for the last 100 words I wrote, so it only took me 1 to get to 3. I feel like the problem with me getting such high numbers now is that I'm not going to get high numbers later when I need them. So this is going to take a lot longer. Because, okay, so the minimum amount of words you could write, if you ended up getting a number that is on point or higher than it needs to be for each roll, is 2,000 words. With the probability of getting whatever number going down every time you move on to a new level, I guess. With the probability going down more and more, the probability of you writing more and more words goes up. So, definitely writing more than 2,000 words to finish this, but so far I've written 300 words, and I'm really enjoying this story. Like I was saying before, like, I'm so in love with this story. And it reminds me why I wrote it in the first place. Why almost 6 years ago I had this idea with my friend at the time, and a year later, when we weren't really writing it anymore, I decided to keep writing it. And this journey with this book, I've learned so much about my writing style and how to make my writing better. And this novel has really just been an experiment for me to find my writing style, learn what kind of writing works best for me, kind of writing routines I can do and stuff. So I've really loved this story, and I always will, I think, and it will have a special place in my heart whenever I end up getting it. I think I'm going to do self-publishing, but that's another topic for another day. I'm going to write another 100 words, and I'll be back. Now the cicadas are going off, and they sound kind of loud, so I don't know, I hope you can still hear me. I just got a 1 for number 4, so it's going to take me more than 1 to finish 4, which is fine. I was on a good roll anyways of not having to roll more than once for the other one. But looks like I'm gonna have to re-roll for 4. The conversation these characters are having right now is really interesting, and I'm trying to add more, I don't know, banter back and forth, I guess, or more, you know, dramatics and stuff like that, I guess, between the characters and stuff like that. So it's been really interesting. I finished at the end of a sentence this time, which is crazy. That has not been happening lately, but we are 400 words in, and I am almost done with this section. I think it'll take 1 or 2 more sets of 100 words, because I'm at the top of the page right now, and it took me, let's see, from here, so that whole page was 400 words. Is that what I'm getting out of this? Yeah, so never mind, it's going to take more than that. we'll see, but I'm really enjoying this conversation these characters are having, and I'm going to write another 100 words, and then I'll talk about it more in a minute. I actually got a little bit carried away this time, and I wrote like 27 words over the 100 mark, so I just backspaced those up, and then I'll rewrite them in a minute. Hopefully I remember what I wrote, but I did get a 11 for this one, so I have finished round 4, now I'm on to 5, and we have 500 words written so far, and these two characters are just going back and forth, and it's so funny, and because they're having like this little argument about something, but you know, the one has more, there's a fly right here that's annoying me. One has like leverage over the other, and it's just really funny to kind of, I don't know, watch them argue and get to see it from the writer's perspective and see where the characters take me with their conversation and stuff. So I do want to finish this conversation. I probably won't get to finish it in this next 100, but I am going to write another 100 and see where the characters take me. So the other character has just enchanted the stone that he needs for whatever thing he's doing, and I did add a little bit more detail to it, kind of to help the reader picture in their mind what's happening in this moment. And I am at 600 words now, and I got just barely a higher number for this this one. I got a 6, which is above a 5, so we get to move on to the next level section, whatever you want to call it. This is how my little thing looks so far. It doesn't really look that fun. I feel like when we get down here, it's going to be more fun. We're going to have a lot more tallies going across. But I do like the way this looks so far. I might make an Excel spreadsheet later, who knows. I do love Excel a lot. But I am determined to finish this section before we go back inside, because it is warming up a little bit, so, and it's getting kind of loud out here. There's a lot of, like, they're doing construction over there. There's this really loud car out here. Like, it's too loud out here. But I did enjoy this hour of time I've had to do my writing outside and enjoy nature and stuff. And I did see a bird over there earlier. I should have taken a video. It just picked up a little berry off the bush and was just kind of standing there hopping around with it. And I think it flew away after that. But, yeah, so there's just plenty of very nice things to see out here, and it's just such a peaceful little area on my deck here, and I love it. And yeah, I'm gonna spend a little bit more time out here. I'm gonna finish this section, and then we'll see about, see, This is what I'm talking about. Now there's a helicopter going overhead. Anyways, I'm gonna just get to writing. Alright, so I got a 17 for that one, which is a very high number, but hey, I passed a level, so we're moving on to level 7. I am at 700 words so far, and I am so close to finishing this conversation. I'm so close, I'm so close, and I've added a lot of detail in this later half of the section, and it's been really interesting to, you know, work with these characters and think in my mind, you know, what do these characters' reactions look like? If this happens? How are they going to deal with it? What are they gonna say? You know, what powers do these characters have that I can kind of implement into just them having a conversation, or, you know, things like that. So it's been really cool, and like I said, I am so close to being done with this section. I don't know if this next 100 words will get me there, but I have this little bit down here, and then just a little bit on the back here, and then that's just the end of this section, and then we move on to a different character, I think. Yeah, we move on to a different character, and that'll be fun to not only get back into the story, but also work with each of my 4 main characters and, you know, see what they're doing, what's going on, and stuff like that. When I started actually rewriting this story, I kind of skip around a little bit, and for a long time I didn't believe in skipping around. I thought, you know, you have to go in order, very important to do that, but, you know, if some of these sections don't affect other ones in a way, like their story is being driven forward in a different way, I do work on sections out of order because I do have a lot of them already written, but I'm excited to work with the other half that this character works with. So there are 2 different sets of main characters. There's Xander and Celine. The main character is Xander, and Celine is the love interest. And then there's Lad and Damien, who are kind of a pair too, because they are the bad guys of this novel, and they have a lot, like, their stories intertwine quite a lot too. I mean, obviously all 4 of them do intertwine, but these 2 are very, you know, involved, and then Xander and Celine are very involved. And I've changed the characters' names so many times, and I need to stop changing names and just write the story and then do name changes later and figure out what I want to do with that. But I'm going to see if writing this bit here finishes the next 100 words and this section, and then I will be back in a little bit after I write the 100 words. So for this last one, I did not pass. I got I think I got a 5, and, well, the rolls are only going to get worse from here, I guess. So I am about 800 words in, and 100 words goes really fast, is all I gotta say, because I'm still not done with this section. I'm still not done. But I keep adding, like, a little bit more, and, you know, it's going really well. I'm having a great time, but with all the words that I'm adding, I'm not, you know, getting through as much of the story. I mean, I guess in a way, because I'm having to, you know, stop every once in a while. But I mean, I don't mind it though. I think it's okay, because I'm still getting the words written. I'm still getting my ideas out there. I'm still figuring out what I want to do with this story, right? So I think doing it in, like, 100 word chunks has been really helpful, and I think, I mean, I'm going to keep doing it all day until I finish this thing here. So we'll see. Like I said earlier, we'll see how long that takes me, but in the last hour I've written like 800 words, and that's kind of crazy to me, and that's a lot of words in an hour. And I know they're just words that I've already written before, but like I said, I added a lot. I've done a lot to the story so far, and just adding more descriptions and helping the reader see more of what's going on, but we will see. Oh, I can turn the page over now. Oh my gosh, maybe I will finish it. I keep saying that every time, but maybe this time I actually will, because this does not look like 100 words, so we'll see. I'm so close to finishing this section. I literally have like the other half of this paragraph to write, which is going to be less than 100 words. So on the next one, I'll be working on this one and the next section. But I did get a 16 for this round, so I am done with 7. Can move on to 8, and I have 900 words so far today. That's crazy. That's kind of crazy. I'm just writing the very short little finishing their conversation, and this character has questions now for a different character, and then the little just them going back home, and that's it. So I will write that part in the next 100 words, and then I'll move on to the next section, wherever that is. I don't know. I don't know, because these sections are in a different order than they are in this book, so I will have to look and see. But I will be back after the next 100 words. I'm also going to go back inside because, like I said, it's getting loud outside, and I just wanted to finish this section out here. So I'll see you after the next 100 words, and I'll be in a new setting. Alright, so I did take a break for probably almost 2 hours, actually. I wasn't really watching the time. I ate some breakfast, had a protein shake, and I was just watching videos for a little while. So I'll have to wait on that. How cool my clock is. It's 11 o'clock now because my clock just went off. This one, it plays music every hour on the hour, and that little thing up there spins and stuff. Anyways, so I got a 2 for the last one, so 8 is going to be 1 so far. Right, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I've written 1,000 words so far, and I finished the section I was on before, and then I started the next section with the other character. I haven't really gotten into it. I'm still on the first paragraph, so after the next 100 words, maybe I'll have a little more to say about it. I'm not really sure, but I am just going to get to it.